I love questions because when you ask a good question, you can receive a really good answer. So, question I was asked yesterday is about what do you do when you think you've done your best and yet you haven't had your breakthrough? And I thought that's a really good question because how many of us actually do try our best, we do everything we can, we work those hours, we put that energy, we go the extra mile and we really push it so hard to have a breakthrough, and yet some of us don't get anywhere. And I know how frustrating it can be because yes, some things just go and progress instantly, but some things, they do take time. And here, one of the questions I would like to challenge you with is, are you sure you've done your best? And why would I ask this question? I'll explain. Because very often we think that we are doing really our best. And only when, and this is the good time to compare, this is when we have to compare ourselves to other people in the industry. It could be your competitor, it could be competitor solopreneur, or it could be competitor large organization. And when you look at them, what do they do? How great are they? This one actually you can compare, have you done your best or not? Because let's put it this way, same like perception of life, perception of relationships, perception of wealth, perception of how much money you need to have, you will have a different perception what is your best. For easier way to understand it, I would like to give you an example. For example, tidiness at home, right? Something what we all come across, whether you live with a partner, you live by yourself, or you're a student, you live with your mates, it doesn't really matter. Tidiness at home is so different for everybody. So somebody will be OCD and will go clean and hoover and do all the rest around the house every day. And very often that's a good question to ask the person, why? What exactly are you trying to solve here? And you don't. And therefore you do the manual work, okay? But that's besides the point. And then there's type of people who are okay with a bit of a dust, a bit of, untidy house, because this is how they operate. And there are some people who are so untidy, it's unbearable. And yet, they think they're tidy. The same way, your best could be described here as well. So you're either really perfectionist and you think your best is a top level, but that's for yourself. Do you think your clients think you're doing your best? Do you think people around you think you do your best? And do you think 5 years later from now on, you will look back at yourself and you'll think, oh yes, I actually did my best? So first question would be to ask yourself, am I really doing my best? And the second question is even more powerful. Second question is about, what could I improve? Nothing stays at the same level forever. Absolutely nothing. And therefore here, if you ask yourself this question, what could I improve? This is the golden nugget. This is the time when actually you can grow. This is the time when actually you can improve even more. When you look at your work, when you look at your creation, when you look at your book, when you look at anything you work on, you look at that and you think, could I do better? Because the answer is yes, you can. And every time you can do better and then even better. And here where you actually improve yourself all the time. So answering your question, what do you do if you think you tried your best and still haven't progressed? The answer is, ask yourself two questions. Are you sure you've done your best compared to other people? And second question is, what could you improve? What could you do better? What could be done at the next level? So actually now it will be the very best. Because let's put it this way, if you try really hard on something, there is guarantee that will be a progress. And there is another guarantee that there will be no progress if you don't work on that at all. Those two questions can be really powerful. That was me, Olga Gaydana from New Light Kickstart. And if you want to ask me a question, just email me like this person did. Email me, WhatsApp me, or send me a Facebook message. I'm here to answer your questions.